This is the Jayhawk Sports Network, powered by Heartland Technology.
And we are set for high school basketball. Believe it or not, 2020-2021 basketball season is here. A season that ended last year. Well, I guess the season didn't end abruptly. The postseason ended kind of weird with the girls basketball team getting down to state. Boys basketball teams, no fans in the stands as that finished, but we are here inside the South Gym here at Jesup High School, ready for high school athletics here on the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology. I'm Nate Klaber, joined again up in the press box by Luke Baldwin, along with Eric Clark and Anthony Bond, the Jayhawk Sports Network. Luke, it's going to be a little quieter here tonight. Each player only gets 2 tickets.
Yeah.
So no pressure on us. I'm sure we're going to have half as many people usually watch us as usually is.
You know, I was talking to my dad before the game tonight, and he said, Mom's going to be listening, so mind your P's and Q's. But, man, he wasn't kidding.
Did you say, why should I start now?
I'm going to have to be extra careful, or we're going to have to be extra careful, because there's only about a dozen people in this gym.
Yeah, you could count attendance, and that's it. So as we wind down, the horn's going to sound here very shortly, and we will get into the starting lineups. And right now, we're going to turn over to the public address announcer, Dan Fox, for our starting lineups.
Jesup High School proudly supports and practices good sportsmanship by supporting your team, respecting the abilities of the opposition, and the decisions of the officials. You can create an environment that is reflective of the community. Be a class act, be a good sport, be a winner in the game of sportsmanship. Please welcome tonight's game officials, Dylan Dearline, Richard Ripley, and Jonathan Morrow. Now, the starting lineup for Sumner-Fredericksburg. A senior, number 12, Molly Niewarner. A senior, number 20, Landry Kaplinska. A junior, number 24, Kayla Paul. A senior, number 32, Abby Meyer. A junior, number 34, Morgan Grant. The Cougars are coached by Kevin Bergman and assisted by Kristen Anderson. And now, for our Jayhawks, a junior, number 2, Natalie O'Connor. A sophomore, number 5, Lenny Pilcher. A junior, number 10, Alexis Larson. A junior, number 11, Amanda Carrillo. A junior, number 23, J.C. Lang. The Jayhawks are coached by Jordan Conrad and assisted by Jason Pilcher. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as we honor our nation and flag while paying respect to our men and women in uniform around the world who protect our liberties and way of life with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, we are set for high school basketball, playing the national anthem by the Jayhawk Symphony Orchestra. As we are set to go for the first game of the season. Jesup already has one game under their belt. They did end up playing last week on the 23rd up at Owine, 57-24. In that game, Lainey Pilcher had 24 points, 64.7% from the field, 100% from the line. Amanda Treptow had 17 points. J.C. Lang had 9. So we've got some experience on the floor, Luke, especially some state tournament experience.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're a very young team. We don't have I don't think we have a senior on the entire team. But yeah, like you said, we've got some girls that played in the Iowa State basketball tournament last year. And hopefully they will step up and lead this young team this year.
Yeah, no seniors on this squad at all. They lost pretty good core of seniors last year, but you look out there, and Amanda Treptow, she's been on at the point guard spot since really alongside her sister when she was a freshman. Lainey Pilcher's been out there since she was a freshman. Yeah. And then you see J.C. Lang coming out of, taking a year off, coming back in, but you had experience also with Alexis Larson.
Yeah, and actually J.C., I think she hasn't played the last 2 years, I believe, and I'm really glad she came back out. She's a good player, especially for that reason right there. She can knock that three down, so she was a big add for the team this year. And like you said, who was the last one you mentioned there?
Oh, Alexis Larson.
Alexis Larson.
Yeah.
She provides, she's got some, well, I don't know. I guess, man, these girls, some of them have grown on me over even the year here. Lainey Pilcher is one of the taller ones out there now, but
J.C. Lang with 3 points. But, talking about Lainey, she's been out there since her freshman year. You can kind of see her grow and evolve over the years. But, she plays a lot of summer ball, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, anybody that knows Lainey and has watched her over the years knew that she was going to be a big part of this team at some point. And even last year, I mean, there was games where she did some things where everybody was just like, wow, that was impressive. And now she's getting comfortable, understands the offense, is taking more responsibility. She's a leader on the team. As you see right there, drives to the hoop, scores it. Really no defensive pressure from Sumner on that. But I expect her to score in the 20s most nights, especially in this league this year. The league overall, I think, is a little down. I mean, we've got we've got Denver in the top 15, I think. I'm not sure where they're at in there, 12 maybe. Otherwise, I don't know. We'll be right in there. I think we'll be better than maybe some people give us credit for at this point in the season.
Yeah, and there's, it's Jordan's second-year head coach, taking his team to the state tournament last year as a first-year head coach. But you can pay a lot of tribute to Tom Klein for getting the girls to that point, and then bringing in this new offense. But one thing I really want to touch on as we see Sumner-Fred turn that over, we got enough for a JV team, and that took place beforehand because they were lucky to maybe play a couple extra quarters with some of the people on the bench last year.
Well, and that's why Jordan and or Coach Conrad and Coach Pilcher both did a little recruiting in the offseason here, trying to get some of these girls like J.C. Lang, and then Sailor Youngblood's another one that didn't come out last year, but she's back down there this year, and that's huge for the program as a whole to be able to play those JV games, and hopefully we'll get to a point where we could even have a freshman schedule.
Shot from right side from Meyer is going to miss, and Jesup will take it back towards right to left in front of us. Down along the baseline is Lang, kick it out left side to O'Connor, and shoot it out with Alexis. That one's going to miss. One we haven't talked about is Natalie O'Connor. She got some floor time last year too.
Yeah, I like Natalie. She's kind of that wild card player, and by that I just mean when she's on the court, she could steal the ball or she could take the other girl's arm off, and I like that about her. I mean, she's a hustler. She works hard, plays. And again, I haven't seen her play this year, but last year, I mean, she was a tremendous defender.
5:20 to go, first quarter, moving along quickly here. 7-0, Jesup has the advantage. Did catch up with head coach Jordan Connor, or Jordan, I'll get
Conrad.
this right, Conrad.
There you go.
Yesterday, Jayhawks on the move yesterday morning.
That's a double.
And just kind of talking through, last year they had a slow start, got things going this year. And they talked about this game tonight. Sumner-Fred, always a wild card. There's always, the size and the height and the athletic ability of the Cougars up there. You never know what you're going to get when you get on the floor with them.
Well, you said it. They always have size up in Sumner-Fred. I said that like they're a million miles from us. They're just 30 minutes north of us. But, and man, I'm glad they don't have some of the girls from their volleyball team. But if they did, they'd have some serious hype out here. We did have Katie Clark, a freshman for the Jayhawks, check in during that last dead ball.
Another lineage of our JSN family.
Yeah.
Clark finally has to pay attention to the game with his daughters out there.
How many times do you suppose they'll forget he's running the camera?
Maybe. He'll just have the camera on her where she's on the bench or she's on the floor. 4:17 to go, first quarter, 7-2. Again, Brandt the only scorer for Sumner-Fredericksburg. Otherwise, you got 2 points for Treptow, and you got 3 in there for Lang.
Move it. Swing it. There you go.
Lang tries to push it in right hand, doesn't go. Rebound to Sumner-Fred. Look at the rebound from Paulus. Gets across midcourt. Going to be met by O'Connor. And nice front inside on Clark. She held that play back, but Sumner-Fred's going to recover and get that basket to go from Brandt.
That was actually a nice move by Landry Kobliska for Sumner-Fred. She couldn't get it to drop, but she faced the girl, stepped through, and real nice post move.
Going to take a 30-second timeout as they work through to try and figure out what they need. And you look down here on the floor, and we'll get a chance, especially for those that are at home and unable to come, whether you're a student or an extended family or a Jayhawk, just a Jayhawk fan, or you're a parent or a family friend of the cheerleaders or managers. Those friends and family aren't allowed to be here.
Yeah.
So if we can show as much of what's going on in the gym with the work, not only that the players are putting in, the coaches, but the cheerleaders, the managers are a part of this team as well.
Yep.
Just something extra we want to try and give you as you're joining us tonight.
Well, and that's the real bummer part of it. I'm glad to see our cheerleaders over there. I thought I had heard when this first all came out that they weren't going to be able to cheer, which I thought was a little odd because to the best of my knowledge, that's a program like any other extracurricular in high school. So I'm glad to see them over there. I would love to see the pep band, but I also understand that a pep band is here to pep the crowd up, and there's not much of a crowd to pep up, so there's probably some logic there. But you're right. There's a lot of pieces of this puzzle, and hopefully we can at least give them a shout out here tonight.
10-6 to score. You saw Treptow come in with a nice shot inside. Now the Cougars cross midcourt. Going to bring it to the near side and really trying to post up. But, for as height disadvantage the Jayhawks are, Luke, they're right in there. They're right up on those defenders, just trying to get that ball back.
Well, we do. I mean, we may not have a bunch of height, but we got, a girl like Alexis Larson or Katie Clark or Lainey Treptow. I mean, those are strong girls, they can hold their own down there and bang with the best of them.
Corner shot, try and take it inside. Nice turnaround jumper, doesn't fall for Brandt. Get the rebound back towards the Cougars, but
push it.
Natalie has it. She'll cross midcourt, looking to dish it off, finds Larson. She'll hold up. Connor inside a three.
Nice. That was good ball movement. Nice look up the court by Treptow. Larson probably could have taken it, but I think she felt a little out of control, and it was a nice kick out to an open O'Connor. was able to knock it down.
Trying to do a give and go there, and that doesn't quite work out the way they had hoped.
J.C. Lang back into the game for Katie Clark. A little travel there. Yep.
A little ahead of herself. 2:31 to go in the quarter.
I think she knew it as soon as she did it, but tried to sell it.
Cougars will inbound it. Kabliska seeing Jesup combat her.
Boy, 5 seconds, that was a quick 5.
But that full court pressure that Jesup put in there did pay off. And here's Alexis Larson. What were you doing?
I was trying to crack my back.
Luke went and sat down and did a couple pivots with his waist, and I'm like, don't ask him, but I couldn't help it. Nieauer fakes right, goes left. She sees JC. Ball gets loose out of bounds. So Sumner-Fred can't recover as Reno tried to grab it. 2:15 to roll, first quarter. Treptow up at the line over to O'Connor. J.C. Lang bounce into Pilcher, double teamed.
Get in there and one.
Off the back, but Treptow dishes over. And nice form off of Alexis Larson, but that doesn't fall. Thanks again, everybody, joining us on the Jayhawk Sports Network tonight. I'm Nate Klaber. That's Luke Baldwin. Anthony Baugh running the controls up here, along with Eric Clark on camera. Straight in shot from Sumner-Fred, no good. Bounce into Alexis Larson's hands, give and go. O'Connor goes to that left hand. She'll try and put it up. In and out, no
nice
good.
take, O'Connor. That was a nice job to maintain control of the ball. Double dribble. It's going to go against Sumner-Fred, so Jesup will take it out on the far side. Inbounding will be Natalie O'Connor. Natalie is throwing me for a loop here. I got so used to her blonde hair that I keep wondering who that number 2 is, and then it occurs to me I know exactly who that is.
Well, I could be getting JC and Amanda messed up a little bit because they've got the both ponytails going.
Yep. Well, JC, we're just not used to seeing her out there yet.
So Jesup will have that foul. That's going to be the second one accounted against Natalie. That'll be the third team foul. Only one team foul for Sumner-Fred. Jesup putting on that pressure defensively.
Nice job. Amanda playing defense with her body, not her hands.
Coming baseline, try and bounce it in. It's loose. That's kind of a up in the air shot, trying to see if somebody will grab it and shoot it. Nice force down the floor to Larson, looking for an opening, gets obstructed by the Cougars.
Yeah, Larson, take that to the hole, draw yourself a foul.
And Nieauer will pull that back, slow things down, last 40 seconds. Treptow right in there on her hip. Ball gets loose, Amanda flies for it. We are going to see jump possession.
Katie Clark, she'll check in for Lainey Pilcher.
Looks like Lainey needs a little bit of a rest. They've been going nonstop. You start playing that full court defense so much.
Yeah, Abby Myers, she's going to give Molly, oh wow, Nywaner? I know I killed that.
Dan Fox struggled with it too.
Yeah.
So
my apologies to Molly's friends and family out there. We always joke that we need one of those pronunciation sheets before we get up here, but
I did PA for high school football a couple weeks ago.
you probably got that then.
And they had pronunciations, except for the ones that really needed it. I'm like, where's the pronunciation for this one?
Like Tom and Bob?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Or Bob and Tom?
They would have those pronounced out, you know. But like you see a Bahi, you just assume it's Bahi.
Yeah. Oh, nice defense there by, oh, shoot.
Took a little double step, got excited, Natalie did.
Yeah, she's Not happy about it, but she did commit the error.
6.6 seconds to see if Sumner-Fred can get to the end of the
There's another
into the
steal.
basket, but now Larson's going to push for 2 seconds to try and get a shot off.
Oh,
No,
nice
side of the
take.
rim.
I would have given her the foul.
12-6. That one happened very quickly. About 20 minutes is all that first quarter took. As we look at Jesup right now with their 12 points, and they've been at 12 points for quite a time now. 5 points for Treptow. Lang has 3. Pilcher with 2. O'Connor with 2. But you got 6 points on the other end. Brandt has all of those with 6 points for the Cougars. So,
Well, Jesup's doing a nice job of getting the ball up and down. Their big thing is size. You know, when they try to run their offense, Sumner is big enough to just making it hard for them to get anything down low. But they're doing a nice job of running and gunning. We just got to get we either got to get those layups to drop or get yourself in a position where they have to follow you and send you to the free throw line. But I think we'll be all right.
Sumner-Fred, I believe this is their first game of the year. It looks like they were scheduled to play up at Waukon. I don't know if that actually took place or not. It's not listed in the scoring. But again, Jesup 1-0 so far on the season, 57-24 victory last week against Olwine, and things don't slow down for the Jayhawks. They'll be back in action. There's a boy-girl doubleheader this Friday with Wapsie Valley. They'll make their way down here. We'll have that for you on the Jayhawk Sports Network as well.
And we've got, do we have one Thursday night too, just
Thursday
boys?
night, yep.
So it'd be nice to get the boys season kicked off here. Hopefully we can continue to do this as long as 2020 permits.
Yeah, we get into, that's just the JV boys night, so Olwine will come down here for the boys.
Oh, there's no varsity on Thursday?
No, well, it'll be JV and then
JV,
varsity, just
okay,
like
I
this,
gotcha.
but,
Yep.
it'll be boys.
I didn't see the game prior to this. How'd we do?
Sumner-Fred JV girls, I think, just snuck that one out. Quiet in the gym.
Boy,
That was like,
that was eerie.
I'm going to wait and talk. Brand of the free throw line. Lining up this putt. Can she get to the green? Almost have to use that golf voice to
Nice box.
as quiet
out
as
by
it gets in
Larson.
here. Larson pulls down that board.
Yeah, it's so quiet, it's jarring.
Treptow kicks that back out to Larson. And that
Good
right
feed.
side inside. She'll force that with J.C. Lang. Wow. That didn't look like it was going to go, but she found a pathway.
Well, it looked like a shot put from here, but I think there was more touch on that than we realized.
And Brand again, she has all of the points.
Yeah, nice
So
job
far.
nice job by Brandt wrangling that together. I thought she was going to boot it off her foot, but she's a much better player than I am. That's what I would have done.
Bounce in to Clark, and that one's going to get lost in the baseline. But it looks like Sumner-Fred stepped in the line, so Jesup gets it back.
Kylie Winter into the game for the first time. She'll replace Katie Clark.
She got some minutes earlier on the JV floor.
Isabel Elliott, she's going to give Morgan Brandt a break on Sumner's side. And we're also going to see, we are going to see her right now. Kayla Paulus, one of the starters, she's going to replace Katie Reno for the Cougars.
Launch it up, Treptow, right side. Takes one step in that paint.
Pretty.
Take her up to 7. Kabliska trying to find Elliott. Elliott will force it up and pull it down with Kylie.
Now, Kylie is a girl that brings a little height to the court.
Yeah, I think it took her 4 steps to go the full length of the floor.
Yeah, and I like Kylie. I think, I've said for a while now, I think this may eventually be kind of a breakout season for Kylie. She's one of those girls, man, she has a ton of athleticism, just natural athleticism. But she's always been tall, and it's just her body and mind trying to make it all work together. But she grows and gets better every time she steps onto the court.
A little back and forth down low. Jesup forcing a couple shots. Possession arrow is going to head towards the Cougars. Throw that one outside. See what the Cougars can do. Take one quick step going with Neuauer.
16-11 with 5.5 left to go in the first half. 16-11 Jesup, I should say.
I say 4 seniors on that, 4 or 5 seniors on the Sumner-Fred squad. Again, we talked no seniors on this Jayhawk squad. 4 juniors.
Nice.
3, 4 sophomores.
Rebound
3
by
freshmen.
Get back now, get back.
Timeout wanted by Sumner-Fred and their head coach Kevin Bergman. He's assisted by Kristen Anderson and Kayla Coronado. Over on this side of things, credit again to Jordan Conrad, his first year. Jason Pilcher at the JV post, and we talked on Jayhawks on the Move. Jordan's kind of made his way up from the junior high levels or middle school levels, and 2 years ago those two were side by side coaching 7th and 8th graders, and all of a sudden they're at the state tournament, and here back again playing varsity or coaching varsity during the pandemic just to make it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, they do a great job. I actually was fortunate. I still coach a 8th grade, I don't know what you want to call them, tournament team, I guess, and I was fortunate enough to get Coach Conrad to come in for some practices earlier this year, worked with the team some, and it was pretty cool to watch him interact with the kids. They instantly liked him, respected him, bought into what he was, laying out for them, and I think it's going to pay huge dividends for him down, next year and beyond when he gets those girls in high school.
Sumner-Fred having to really push that ball outside. Deep pass down. Alexis Larson makes it, takes 1 foot.
Nice.
Takes 1 step and throws it. Pilcher sees an opening left side, draws the foul.
I think Pilcher worked harder to draw that foul than she did concentrate on putting the ball in the hole there.
And I think this will be our first free throw of the night for either team.
Yeah.
No, not for Sumner-Fred, but for Jesup. We'll have to be quiet. Kind of got jarred there a little bit. She's moving down the floor a little slower. Missed shot. Tripto will pull that in. 3:12 to go. And there's the pressure from Sumner-Fred, and the ball's going to get turned over and then turned over back again. 23-11 is the score. Connor at 4 points.
JC Lang checks in, replaces Larson.
4 points for Pilcher. O'Connor with 2. Nice hustle on the 4.
Good look by Pilcher up to O'Connor. And nice finish by O'Connor. She needed that. She was becoming her own worst enemy out there, and it was all mental. She's got to let things go.
Aggressive inside from Tripto. Actually from Nate O'Connor.
Yep.
Again, that hair is going to continue to throw me.
Yeah. Good hustle by O'Connor. I do love the way she plays. She's just way too hard on herself sometimes. Just got to, as they say, stuff happens. Let it go. Don't compound the problem.
When your dad has a beard like he does,
Man, that is a strong beard, isn't it?
You question
Where
everything.
is he? He's got to be up here somewhere.
Well, I would say, if he's not here, Lord knows he's not online because he doesn't know what social media is. So he probably is on the AM radio trying to find it somewhere along the line. Free throw Drops in. That'll be the second one as we give credit to Isabella Elliott.
Scott's better half is much smarter and more tech savvy than he is, though, so there's a very good chance they're both watching this at home right now.
She really has to balance that out.
Stop ball.
For Sumner trying to slow that down a little bit more. Paulus trying to push that inside to Reno. Outside shot, bubbles around, no good. Trying to pull it in, Brandt.
Nice
No reset. This nice setup shot doesn't go for Kabliska. And now Treptow will take a shot at a three, doesn't go. It's just back and forth, back and forth.
Jesup's got to be a little more disciplined with their help defense, so they're getting off balance, and you go up against a team that can knock it down consistently, that's going to hurt you in a hurry.
We got J.C. Lang in there, and a little too close, a little too much pressure. That'll be her first personal, and a Jesup's 8th personal foul. So have them already in the bonus. And we will have Kabliska go to the free throw line.
Katie Clark set to check in for the Jayhawks.
The shot.
As she will do right now, and she's going to replace Amanda Treptow. 25-13 Jayhawks with a $1:44 here to go in the second period.
Backside of the rim, no good. Pulled down by Kylie Winter. JC's going to slow things down before that timeline. And Natalie will bring it across midcourt. Larson takes that left-handed dribble, back up top to JC. And there's Clark. Finds the paint, kicks it back out to Larson. Step back a little bit, taking some time.
Nice
slow
patient
things
basketball by the Jayhawks. No need to rush things. Got a good lead. Let's kill some clock.
Sumner still holding that zone. Working the clock. 65 seconds to go. Larson, right left dribble. Will come near side, go right now. Dish off to Clark, hustles up a little bit. Natalie sees an open shot. She's going to hang on to it. Sumner's going to come after it a little bit more on pressure. And now Clark finds a wide open Natalie O'Connor. And
there you go, Nat. Way to knock it down. Keep the pressure on.
Kabliska in the paint. Has to dish that one back out. Double teamed inside. 23 seconds. Ball across midcourt. And Treptow, actually O'Connor, will dive after that.
Nothing wrong with that. That's a good hustle. Way to get on the ground. Back.
Miles will take it on her own. That fast break works for Sumner, Fred, and Meyer. So Sumner-Fred back with it. Last 10 seconds. JC will get a little touch on it. Clark's arms up. Winter trying to
Good
force
block.
that shot out.
No way.
But foul down low.
Must have been off ball.
You see Coach Conrad down here just kind of holding it inside a little bit. Wait until 3 seconds are done here. And they've got a pretty commanding lead, but, you know, Luke, you're playing aggressive, but when you start getting a little bit tired, things start going wrong a little bit.
Well, and it's also very hard when you're coached to go, and then all of a sudden it's that point in the game where you got to recognize, don't go. You know, slow down. You've got the lead. Maintain the lead. Kill some clock. That's a hard adjustment to make sometimes, especially early in the season right now.
Free throw drops in for Brandt. Take her to 10 points. She's the first Cougar in double figures. Now Treptow
Almost
off
got
the back of the rim. Halftime, 27-16. And here's how scoring so far is for Sumner-Fred in their total of 16. 10 points for Brandt. You got 2 points apiece for Kabliska and Meyer, as well as Elliott, who had 2 free throws in there off the bench. Jesup sitting with their 27 points so far. 12 points for Amanda Treptow, 6 for Natalie O'Connor. Pilcher's in there with 4, 2 of those being free throws. J.C. Lang at 5. And no bench points as of right now, but we have seen we've seen Clark and Winter come off the bench for the Jayhawks. Luke, fast first half. Almost a quicker offense, I feel like, than they even were playing last year.
Yeah, I mean, they're small, they're quick. He's trying to just play to their strengths. He wants those girls to run and gun, get the ball down the court before the defense has a chance to set up to get those easy baskets, especially when you're up against a team that has a lot of size on you. Definitely a million things to work on. That was by no means pretty basketball on either end. A lot of probably unforced errors, but we're also in just the second game of the season for the Jayhawks and the first game for the Cougars. So all in all, I'm happy. They're hustling. Fun game to watch so far.
All right, 8:37 to go here at halftime as everybody's in the locker room, and we're going to sit here in a few moments of silence. I don't know. Again, it's real quiet. You're wondering where people are at if you're just joining in and not really knowing what's going on. Each player for both teams only gets 2 tickets for family or friends or however they want to use them. So that gives us limited attendance as we see it right now, and that's why it's important for us to bring you this broadcast on the Jayhawk Sports Network. We'll return here in just about 6 minutes as we get ready for the second half.
Sit down. Shut up and sit down. Sit down. Sit down. and sit down. And sit down. Shut up and sit down. And sit down.
All right, we are back for second half action here on the Jayhawk Sports Network. Marlin Technology. I'm Nate Claybert, joined by Luke Baldwin as Eric Clark on camera and Anthony Baugh on the magical suitcase. And he's got ball bearings, 3-in-1 oil, gauze pads, duct tape out, trying to keep us going tonight.
Yeah, apparently we were down for about 3 minutes. I was talking to myself most of that 3 minutes as these guys were troubleshooting our technology issues up here, so apologies to our fine folks out there in internet land.
Well, it's good for you to get some experience every now and then.
That's right. Especially if nobody can hear me.
Takes the pressure off.
That's preferable.
It's fine, just let him go.
He doesn't know.
Deep shot by J.C. Lang, little strong. Cougars quickly down the court. Brandt looks for the shot, passes it up. Paulus, I should say, not Brandt. But Brandt will clean up underneath. And give herself a chance at a three-point play here.
J.C. Lang with her second personal and the first of the half for Jesup. Free throw right through the net. 13 points for Brant. And O'Connor. Dish that side right to Alexis Larson. And Treptow forces it in off the back. No good. Pull that down with Niwauer. She'll cross that timeline. And a give off to a three. Paulus bounces up and right back through the net. That went up.
That was a good 5-6 foot bounce off that initial hit. Larson with the three, nothing but net.
Had that on a rail.
Jayhawks back into that press.
30-21. There's the steal
by O'Connor.
She's going to go for it. Nope, she sees Larson up high on the board.
Nice job, Natalie O'Connor. Unselfish ball. That's going to be 5. No. Trap that.
Put some pressure in that backcourt, pulling them back. Again, really the second competition here for the girls basketball team. Sumner-Fred, I think their first opponent that wasn't themselves, as you see Kabliska get the turnaround. She's at 4 points.
Larson take another three and get it.
2 in a row, about the same spot, wasn't it?
Yep, exactly. Must be her spot. Toss it back now, Jayhawks. Oh boy, yeah,
there's a whistle.
Say, I wasn't even on the right side of that call, and I could see should have been a foul.
The third personal counted against Treptow.
Looks like we've got the elder Treptow up in the stands with their mom tonight, Emily. Of course, a 4-year player for the Jayhawks, if I remember right. I think she played as a freshman as well.
I'm pretty sure.
Scored a zillion points for us and now runs cross country and track, or just cross country? I think cross country and track for Memphis, University of Memphis. Presumably home on holiday break. So I wonder, Darren must have got relegated to the house tonight. Listen to a couple of morons on the microphone.
You're punished. You got to listen to those 2 morons online. You're welcome, Darren.
It's always nice to see Emily and our former student athletes coming to support the new round of Jayhawks.
Looking at that three, going to stop short. Paulus will kick that back out.
Boy, if I could travel in there, but
Kabliska pushes that through, but Brant will find it. 15 points for Brant. She's been all Cougars tonight. Tripto saw an opening. She decides to go inside, draws the foul. 14 for her.
A little bit of a Euro step in there. See if she can knock this down for a 3-point play.
Second personal for Meyer. That's the first team foul they have for Sumner-Fred. Treptow right through. Makes it a 3-point play. She wanted to try and match up with Brant in her 15. Kabliska baseline, double teamed. Treptow right in there. She's got to watch it. That's number 4 for her.
Yeah, that's really not somebody we want to see with 4 fouls with 5:20 to go in the third period. So Kylie Winter's going to check in, send Amanda to the bench, where I suspect she'll sit for at least a couple minutes into the fourth quarter, barring anything crazy. O'Connor with a foul, and that's going to be O'Connor's 4th foul.
Actually, her 3rd. Keep her
I'm
at
sorry,
3.
You're right. 3rd foul.
14th foul for Jesup. 5:17 to go. Sumner-Fred trying to use that to their advantage. Gets taken away by Lainey Pilcher. Down floor, finds Larson, takes a bounce off the board, rolls in.
Good ball movement. Way to get that up the court ahead of the defense.
She's at 10 points. Second player in double numbers. Natalie watching the footwork on that point guard as she brings it up the floor. Pilcher right in the middle trying to pull that away. Can't do it.
Straight up.
Now Meyer forces it in.
Yeah, O'Connor did get her fourth on that one.
And now Jordan's deciding what he's going to do. You got Katie Clark still on the bench down there that has had some playing time. Meyer's free throw. Sounds like an empty gym when you get them on the free throw line. Winner's set. Trying to hold that pick and get that rebound, and that free throw goes through for Meyer. And that will be Meyer's 4th point overall. Lang in that far corner. Back in the paint, bounce out to Winner, forces the shot, gets it taken away.
Pass it back now.
Reno has it. Ticked off from Pilcher. And Laney will get her fingers on it again, but it'll still be Cougar ball. Both these teams in pretty good condition.
Straight up now.
Ball ricochets out. Sumner pulls it back, and now Pilcher's going to force a foul to herself as she posted straight up inside. And that'll be Pilcher's 3rd personal.
Too much defense with their hands.
Still got a full quarter and 4 minutes to go. And we've got, a couple players with 3 fouls, got 2 with 4. And now Pilcher's going to take that one away, and there is Natalie O'Connor on her own, left-handed layup off the board. 8 points for her. 42-27.
Laney took a shot on that last one, I think.
You can see him being a little more comfortable on defense right now, just kind of easing back a little bit. Katie Clark will come in. Pilcher's going to sit down. She looks like she got cut up a little bit on her foot, on her right foot, and right ankle maybe. Trainer coming over to check that out. Larson with the ball. Now with Lang up top to Natalie O'Connor. Come down in front of Coach Conrad. Right
Good.
side, top of the key.
There you go, Nat. Send yourself to the line.
Draws that in. That'll be the 3rd personal against Meyer.
Paula's checking in for the Cougars, I believe, after the first shot.
Connor's free throw. Had some velocity on that one. Put it right in the hoop.
Paulus will check in for Molly N. I'm just going to leave it at that. I've already offended enough people.
I got to look at that one. Yeah, maybe. You're close. 10 points. Natalie O'Connor on that free throw.
Come on, girls. We can't all collapse.
Right in it. 13 feet out.
The girls they have a tendency to all go to defend the ball at that last defensive or
Larson straight on 3. No good. Everybody's fighting for that rebound, but Cougars will pull it off.
What I was about to say, not very eloquently, is we had 5 girls all defending the ball, and all other 4 girls were wide open.
Forcing up threes on the outside, but inside they'll see that one drop.
You got to box out, Kylie.
Brandt takes her to 17. Jayhawks still have
Good job.
quite the lead, but that could change very quickly when you look at the foul trouble that we have.
Molly in. Isabel Elliott check in for the Cougars. Lainey Pilcher I thought was going to check in, but not quite yet.
Nice give in to Clark. Bounce off the iron, pull it down on the hands of Reno.
Now let's get back and get set up. Get those arms outstretched.
Nice little jumper, doesn't go for Nyauer. Comes out of bounds. Did JC touch it? He will still stay Cougar ball. Just interesting time of year when you are still really making your adjustments in your first few games. You're seeing competition, and you're playing with some girls you maybe didn't play with last year. Some that didn't play at all last year.
Travel.
And Jesup needed that turnover.
And we still do have a lot of youth on the court. I mean, we've got, let's see, a sophomore out there. We've got a junior who hasn't played for 2 years, and we got a freshman. So it's not going to be pristine basketball, but they're working hard and doing a nice job.
Connors rings in and out. Sumner-Fred still trying to pull in that rebound, and Nywander will come away with it. She'll come across midcourt, see J.C. Lang on that defense. And they're going to go to a one-on-one coverage. Natalie going to come around and on Paulus with Nylander taking that three, doesn't go. She gets her own rebound. Now Kabliska off the rim, no good. Natalie.
Careful, Natalie.
Swinging it like a hammer. Off of Alexis Larson, but got to get it across the midcourt. Now set up the offense. Larson, top of the court. Clark tries the three. No good off the rim. Kabliska pulls away with that bounce. She'll have possession for the Cougars. Last 35 seconds. And Nywander wasn't quite ready for that, but ended up saving it for the Cougars.
I don't think she realized she could have just grabbed that ball. It was poked out of there by Larson. So it was she could have grabbed that without turnover.
O'Connor went diving down. I think she maybe caught her knee. Got hit in the head. Okay. Going to bring her off. And Treptow will come in with 4 fouls. .22 seconds to go, third quarter. Treptow will slow things down a little bit. She spent a lot more time on the bench, Luke, than maybe you thought she would.
Actually, not as much as I thought she would. I didn't expect to see her for a couple minutes into the fourth.
We'll force that, doesn't work. Last shot of the third quarter, and it's going to go right down to the horn. 44-33. And you're looking at, so far in that third quarter, Jesup able to throw up 17 points total. And same thing goes for Sumner-Fredericksburg. So both teams throwing up the same amount of points in that third quarter. See what the fourth quarter does bring. But 17 points for Brant and 17 points for Treptow. But Treptow's got 4 fouls to her name. You're looking at 3 personal fouls with Lang. I believe O'Connor's got 3 or 4 fouls.
She's got 4.
As she went to the bench.
Yeah. Jesup, I like the press, but I do feel to some degree we're constantly playing catch-up when we get down to the other end of the court to get ourselves into good defensive position, ready to play.
Right.
And we end up out of place, and we're not playing good help defense, or we all rush to the ball, and nobody's defending anybody else. And again, that's part of youth and game 2 of the season. It'll come together.
We almost get a sense when you look on the Sumner-Fred type of thing, they're just letting it happen.
Yeah.
They're waiting to just let us step on their toes for them.
Well, I think Sumner-Fred is dealing with some of the same, I don't know, growing pains or inexperience, whatever you want to call it, that we are. So
we'll see jump possession, and it's going to go towards Jesup. And Natalie O'Connor back in to start this fourth quarter. Ready to go. Treptow back at that point guard spot. Going to dish it off to Lang. Now to Clark. Clark going to get some minutes in there. Just working that ball around.
So there is one nice thing that happens when Treptow comes into the game. She calms things down.
Right.
You could see they were working the ball around, not rushing to score the basket. Let's take some time off the clock.
Yeah, she's got a good leadership role on that floor, no matter if she's running point or she's in that third position.
Yeah.
You know, there is some control she has out there to try and get things where they need to be. 7:11 to go in this game, 44-33. Still waiting to see some scoring as Alexis will come in. Alexis Larson, and Clark will sit down. Larson sees the opening up top with Natalie O'Connor. At the 7-minute mark. Working those passes quick. Alexis Larson pulls the board, high up and over again. And Winter just touches it, but
Winter's down there. As soon as she figures out to use that body to box out, she's going to have about a zillion rebounds.
Right. And a little missed pass is going to come out of bounds over midcourt in front of the Jesup bench. And we'll see a substitution coming in with Brand, who is the leading scorer for Sumner-Fred. 6:32 to play. Boys face Olwine in a JV varsity match on Thursday. Probably looking at about a 7:30, 7:40 tip-off for that game here on the Jayhawk Sports Network on Thursday. Ball gets caught out of bounds. Jesup will have it.
Still 44-33, 6:20 to go in this last period.
Treptow just easing that across the floor. Dish back out to Lang in the corner for three. Goes right in the net. She has not scored since the first half, I don't think. She's got 11 points. Jesup sticking with that one-on-one defense. 9-runner, no shot.
Travel.
Ball does end up in the hands of
3 seconds.
Of Elliott.
I thought maybe they were going to get her for a travel there. It looked like she jumped a little, but it was 3 seconds. No, it was an offensive foul.
That would be Warner's first personal, or Reno's first personal. I think the officials are having a little fun with the team down there.
That's all you can do. 2020, man. If you can't make jokes, you're not going to make it through.
This is true. And there's many a joke that you have.
That's all I know how to do. I need to work a little bit harder on being serious from time to time.
6 points for Meyer on that shot. Little shot from the right side. Doesn't go for Natalie.
Good step in by Natalie. Get herself within her range there.
5-minute mark. Out of bounds. Forced a shot or forced a pass. Larson will inbound that. Connor takes off her way towards the floor in front of us. Heading towards that north basket. Gets so quiet in here. You can hear the plays getting thrown out. You hear the communication on the floor.
It's just weird. Good take by Amanda, no good. Be careful, Amanda. Must have tipped off, I think that came off of Paulus's fingers before traveling out of bounds. Nice defense by Amanda, although it scares me. She's got to remember she's playing with 4 fouls.
Tripto in that corner. Launches it up, high on the backboard, ends up in Natalie, and Natalie just shot it out, and Tripto, she doesn't even think about it. She dives for that ball.
One thing I've noticed,
without thought.
Tripto's worked on her shot over the years. She's sped that up substantially. Quicker release than last year.
Sumner, 2 or 3 shots on that, and they're trying to force the pressure. And now Tripto into Natalie O'Connor. She knew where she was at, and Natalie knew how to get that ball inside to that hoop. 12 points for her.
Yeah, great feed by Tripto. Nice, strong play. Careful now.
Good focus on O'Connor.
That's what I love about O'Connor.
That'll be jump possession. It will be Sumner-Fred's ball. And you're going to see Meyer how the inbound. And Jesup trying to figure out how they can get that back in their grips. Nywander got it launched into her, but a quick turnaround inside. Drops for Elliott. She's now at 4 points. 12-point game, under 4 minutes. Dish out to Larson. We're going to continue to see this slow down.
Larson's a kid that's really grown up too. She's got a lot of good leadership qualities about her. She's a kid that late in the game, not going to be afraid to put the ball in her hands.
Tripto forced it down low. I'm not sure Kylie was ready for that, but she's going to get doubled up, and we're going to say possession. I think there was question if it was foul or not. Maybe one thought and one didn't. We'll go possession on Jesup getting it.
Early for the refs too. They're still working through their own rust.
Tripto has it, seeing some pressure. She'll get fouled. Actually, Natalie O'Connor. How many times are we going to call Natalie Amanda?
Paulus with the foul. That's Kayla's second on the evening. Ooh. Good passes now, girls.
Tripto will come inside. Takes that left dribble, comes right. Wow, beautiful shot.
So pretty.
17 points. Now Brandt. She brings it across midcourt. Meyer trying to find an opening near that baseline, looking for some help. Finds Reno. Posts up on Winter. Winter did a good job down low, just holding back.
You're right. She was straight up.
Oh, nice save by Larson. Nice save in there. I thought she was a little too far past when she threw that up.
I think she thought that too. We've been hearing Coach Conrad yell that all night. Straight up, straight up. And the girls are finally hearing him.
And good coverage inside. Kind of deflecting some shots for Sumner-Fred. And really you're seeing Jesup, Lou, just kind of holding back a little bit, but they strike when they see that ball. Natalie right in there. 14 for her. Under 2 minutes.
So Laney must have tweaked her ankle or something. She's been on the bench ever since she came out. Clearly in some sort of discomfort.
Forced shot into the Sumner-Fredericksburg bench. Substitution in with Reno.
She will replace Molly N. And then we're also going to see Landry Kabliska come off the bench. And she's going to replace Isabel Elliott. Larson inbounds to Amanda Tripto.
90 seconds. Well in control of this one. Looking to go 2-0 on the season. Into hosting Wapsie Valley on Friday on this floor. Shot up from O'Connor, no good. And really just going to let the game just happen right now. Just kind of let him in. Bounces around, no good from Brandt. She'll get one in.
Box out now.
She's up to 19, under a minute. Little dribbling display I think we're going to get here for a little while from Treptow.
Turn.
Double team, find back to Larson. Natalie goes down a little bit. See, she's wearing out.
Ooh, jeez. Glad we had Treptow over there.
Natalie was getting a little feisty along with Paulus.
Yeah, I think Paulus and O'Connor could probably both take a seat at this point.
Yeah, they
let their emotions calm down just a hair.
So Paulus will go to the free throw line. That is the third personal foul for Natalie O'Connor. I thought she actually was at 4. Paulus no good on the free throw. Ball will come out of bounds. It'll be Jesup's ball. Sumner-Fred in the bonus. Full court pressure from Sumner-Fredericksburg.
Get out of there.
Trying to get past that midcourt. Zigzagging through traffic.
Jesup girls just need to clear out in that position.
16 seconds. Larson eyes up at that clock. Back over to Natalie O'Connor. And Paulus will knock that one out of bounds. Looking for a reset. Treptow back to O'Connor. 6 seconds. Going to hold it. And that'll be it. Final score, 55-39. And they're tired.
2-0.
They're tired down there. You know, they worked it hard tonight. Again, you look at 12-6 after the first quarter, 27-16 at halftime, 44-33 at the end of 3. And our final score, Jesup 55, Sumner-Fred 39. Final scoring did have 19 points for Brandt for Sumner-Fred. A couple of those from the free throw line. 6 points for Meyer as well as Kabliska. You had 4 points for Elliott off the bench, 2 for Paulus. Nywauner at guard did not score for the starting 5 for the Cougars, who now go to 0-1 in the season. For the Jesup Jayhawks, we did see Amanda Treptow. Had 17 points. Following that up with Natalie O'Connor with 14 points. A couple free throws in there. Alexis Larson with 12, 11 for J.C. Lang, 4 for Lainey Pilcher with a couple free throws. We had no bench points tonight, but it wasn't necessarily for lack of trying. A number of shot attempts off for Clark. Winter coming off the bench defensively did the job she needed to do, but this is what we see this year for these girls. But it's going to be interesting to see in a month the style of ball they're going to be playing once they get more into themselves.
It'll be a lot more disciplined in a month. I can almost guarantee you that. It was a pretty messy game tonight, foul-wise. The thing I really appreciate about our girls is they were working their tails off. Sometimes, their hands got the best of them. They got to maybe play defense with their body a little more, like Coach Conrad said a zillion times down there. Straight up. Get those hands up, down low. Don't swipe at the ball unless you're in a position where you know you're going to take it away. Really like the play of Amanda Treptow. Like we said, she's just a leader. She brings a certain something to the court that just the rest of the girls feed off of it, makes them better, calmer. I like Natalie O'Connor tonight. She had 14 points somewhere along that line. Thought she had a great game. I'm not her dad. I'm not her coach. I'm not a psychologist, but if there's one thing I'd love to see Natalie do is get more control over her emotions, because when she's positive and having fun, she's a heck of a good ball player. But hey, we're 2-0 and
keep moving forward.
Yeah,
as it works out from there. So we will see on their schedule. Like I did say, we will have the next girls basketball game will be coming up on Friday right here against Wapsie Valley. Just say in the schedule I'm looking at that it's away, but it's actually home on December the 4th. Victory tonight and victory last week with Olwine. Our next broadcast on the Jayhawk Sports Network will be coming up on Thursday. Probably looking about a 7:30-ish tip-off for the boys against Olwine. And then again, the boy-girl doubleheader, Wapsie Valley coming in. And head coach Joe Smines gets the opportunity to see last year's state champion Marty McCowan and his Warriors come in to this gym. And they didn't lose too much from last year's team.
They lost their center. That's about it. They're going to be good. Really good.
So we'll see how that matches up as we get into more conference play on Friday. Anyway, final score tonight from the gym. Jesup girls win tonight 55-39 over Sumner-Fredericksburg and the Cougars. For Luke Baldwin and our crew of on-site producer Anthony Baugh and camera operator Eric Clark, as well as executive producer Tony Lang, I'm Nate Clayberg, again from the Hawks Nest in Jesup. To watch this entire game again on replay and other previous high school athletic events, we invite you to go to the video section on our Facebook page as well as on our YouTube channel. This is the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology with music courtesy of bensound.com. Go Jayhawks and be safe.